Welcome back to Crew W Racing and Turn 1 Tuesday, episode 18. This one I think we're going to call the weekend we need it, or the finish we need it, should I say. It wasn't perfect. Everything wasn't perfect. So let's just go ahead and get into it. We got the car straightened out the best I could. It's not straight. By any stretch of the word, it's not straight. You know, when you use a truck in a tree, you're not going to get 100% perfect. But you get it good enough to go out and go racing. Especially when you only have 4 weekends left in the points. So you're not shooting for perfect. You're not shooting for anything at that point. Get it back out there, get it racing. Points are important. So that's why we did what we did. So we got all back together for the most part. And then Saturday was just one of those days. The best way I could say it is I had to wait for the radiator, the JB weld on the radiator to cure before I put the radiator in the car. Well, the problem is with that, something else had happened that I did not even know about whatsoever. So we got the radiator in the car. We were running it, make sure, she didn't get hot, anything crazy, leak, anything stupid, right? Well, I just happened to look down at the crank pulley, and I'm going to see if I have it, but the crank pulley started doing this. I'll put the video in right about here. So as you've seen in the video, it was doing this craziness. Well, here's the crank pulley. You can see the rubber's torn. It's hard to show you with one hand. I can get it to move, but I need 2 hands. So yeah, the crank pulley was walking. Luckily, I had another crank pulley. Was it right? Well, it's the right one for the motor, but was it right? No. Here, I'll show you. This is a 5 rib. The one I put on was a 6 rib. Which, that doesn't make any difference, but it makes it longer. So let me show you what I had to do. Alright, so here's the new crank pulley that's on the car. As you can see, I had to grind on it a little bit because the tolerance is so tight right there. Well, once it's on the ground and everything moves, you would see it. So we had to basically grind on the pulley, get it to clear. And it was still rubbing a little bit, but I wasn't concerned about the alternator not working so much as I was concerned about throwing that part off and then the balance is completely shot. And then eating the bottom end. You don't want that. So, yeah, that's kind of where we were at. So we get the new pulley on, and then the belt didn't want to line up. So I went chasing parts at a few parts stores. And we've all seen the meme that came out last week about, they don't know what they're doing. It's true. I basically had to tell them what belt numbers I was looking for. Napa had one, but it was 2.5 inches longer and didn't fit. Long story short, I had to do some things. I got the belt I had to work, but through all this, we ended up showing up so late that I missed hot laps in qualifying. The track was nice enough and had time to give me at least some laps. Gave me like 3 or 4 laps. So, with that being said, we did some other changes to the car because we had to. Obviously, this tire is done and the rim's bent. So we went from this brand of tire on the right side to Douglas. And these are readily available at Walmart. That's the main reason I did that. I put a Douglas here and a Douglas back there. Now we are in Douglas's on the outside tires, which are your 2 most important tires. So we go, basically the hot laps went good. It was a little free, just a touch free, definitely drivable. I mean, felt great. But because I felt that touch free, we'd go into the heat. I'm already on the tail. I just kind of laid back from the field and tried to get a time. But what I did was make an air pressure adjustment to tighten the car up. So we go out. I went 16.8, maybe a 2. I'm not sure. But if the car was where it was at during hot laps, I probably could have pushed it just a little bit harder. It did tighten the car up to where I was comfortable. But being comfortable is not always fast, which I'm learning. So you have that. So I looked at all my lap times. They were close. They were within, 2-3 tenths of a second. And I was keeping up with the field. So I felt pretty good about that. So from there, we go into the feature. I just kind of left the car alone. And basically, we started with 8 cars. We started with 8 cars. The one car got out on the track, and then it died on them. That sucks. I feel bad. I completely feel bad for them because nothing worse than getting a tease of what the deal is. So they push them off and everything moves around. I still stayed at the tail. I'm not going to completely engage at this point because I still don't have a complete feel on the car. And so basically the first start was a bad start. Second start, leader got bumped and the guy on the outside reacted to it, put himself in the fence. Another guy I feel bad for. He bent a lot of shit. No need for that. But I understand it, especially after what I just went through, getting my car somewhat back together to go up for points. So then again, we get another restart, and I'm still kind of laying back. And then 2 cars get together a couple laps later in front of me. I kind of let them do their thing and settle it out, expecting a caution. It doesn't happen. Well, and it's a smart choice on the track and the flagman at that point. If we can settle our stuff out and the pack is not on us, just keep it green. Makes sense. You're not burning 5 minutes on a caution. So it is what it is at that point. One of the cars that was in that mess pulled off. Another car was going again, and I was going again. And I was kind of keeping pace with them, and I was just feeling out the car. My one mistake was tightening the car up. The car started getting tighter and tighter lap after lap. And now I know if it's at touch free or a little bit more than that touch free, I got to find that magic spot now. But definitely I'm learning it. So next time I'll leave it alone. I don't know. I could drive it with a touch free. Not a problem. So we just got so separated from the field, and there was only 5 of us out there. Ain't nobody gonna fall off or wreck or yeah, it could happen. I ran like 5-6 laps, just test laps, feeling the car out, and then basically I just pulled off. Ain't no sense in tearing up the new tires or anything else when I'm trying to make 3 more weeks of points and do good. Just made no sense to me. Nothing to gain. And so we pulled off. Ended up 5th. Good night for me. Night I need it. I felt good. I was happy. And basically we're sitting 7th in points right now. And a couple of spots are obtainable at this point. So we could end up top 5. I'm not even shooting for that. My goal this year was top 10 anyhow. And I'm sitting solid in the top 10. So I'm happy. I do have to thank Andrew Coates for coming out and helping me with the car on Friday. And he got a heat win, so congratulations. And from there, we're going to move forward. We're going to make the car better. But now we're looking at the end of the season. And I'm not just going to put the car away at the end of the season. Yeah, we might run a few more races, but that's not the point. We're going to get everything right on the car, and the car is getting put away. And that way, we're not going through this season again. Basically, a lot of my problems this season is on me. 100%. Being stubborn and not being ready. I will own those 2 100%. So, we're going to be ready for next year. Before this car gets put away for the season, it's going to be ready. And basically, we put it away in October, November. I'll shove it in a trailer out back, whatever, and forget about it. It's going to be ready for next year. Yes, I do have another video to make about another project that I kind of mentioned in this, but that's where we are at. So there's definitely positives coming out of all these negatives. I've learned a lot of lessons, and we're just going to move forward and take the lessons that I got and carry them forward. So like, comment, subscribe. Check out Twin J Racing. Crashers Adventures has all the videos from the races. There's other channels I'm going to link down in the bottom too. Check them out. And thank you for following me along on this journey. And we will see you next Tuesday.